Well, I have an atheist here, so.
Okay, guess what? You know that really doesn't make any difference whether you've self-identified as an atheist or self-identified as anything else, because going to heaven has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to suggest that going to heaven is really easy, because contrary to what every religion but one will tell you, it has absolutely nothing to do with how good or bad you are. You don't earn your way to heaven by being good, and you don't go to hell by being bad. But God did put inside of us this knowledge of right and wrong, but the purpose was never to be a judgment of like you're bad or good. The purpose was to help you out with life, because we find out over time when you do the right things, life works out better than when you do the wrong things. We also find out that we're not all that good at doing the right stuff all the time. So God, when He made us, knew that was going to happen. So the way that He dealt with it is He forgave us. Everything we've ever done wrong, past, present, or the future, for everybody has been forgiven. And the way that He forgave us is 2,000 years ago, had His Son Jesus become a man. He was crucified and tortured. He didn't retaliate against the guys that did to Him, even though He was innocent. He even forgave the guys that killed Him. 3 days later, the story goes, He comes back to life, and everybody knows that dead people can't really come back to life. So if this story is true that He came back to life, then He's proven that He's God. And He says we get to go to heaven if we choose to believe that He came back to life, if we choose to believe that He's God. And the evidence is how He would die for us. That shows us how much He loves us. And then coming back to life only He could do. And that's the only requirement to get to heaven, is to make that choice. And we make choices with words. Like if you went to McDonald's and you said hamburger, they would give you a hamburger. Now if you were to sing and do all kinds of rituals and did all kinds of weird stuff, that wouldn't get you the hamburger any quicker than saying hamburger. So all of this stuff that some of the churches tell you that you have to do this, that, and blah, 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 it's only the choice that makes a difference. Nothing to do with goodness or badness. So that for most people makes some sense. So if you want to make that choice, let's do it right now. Just repeat after me. Just say, Jesus, you're my Lord.
Jesus, you're my Lord.
Yeah, seriously, it's that simple. And just to make it make more sense, if your mom, okay, if every time you did the littlest thing wrong, Mom was to get all up in your face and stuff like that, I'm not saying you do that, but if you did that, and then you did a little bit wrong, she did the same thing, you would move further and further away from her. But if you know, you do know that Mom's going to forgive you eventually, right? So that's what brings you closer and closer. So God's the same way. That's why He wants us to know that we're forgiven, because then we end up getting closer and closer to Him. And when you actually get closer to God, that's when life gets better, because He's there to help us. He's there to love us. He's willing to die for us on the cross. And if He really is still alive, He's going to help us with stuff. We just got to ask things like that. So, hey, I totally appreciate you taking the time to listen to me, and I look forward to seeing you all in heaven someday, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Did you want a gumball or a bouncy ball or anything like that? All right.
So
I'm gonna,
just make a choice. Like,
yeah, Reese, I'm gonna sneak in here one second.
Jesus, and we're going to heaven.
We all
Have you ever
try.
made that choice? Jesus come into your life and they said a simple prayer?
Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. Did you want one?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You have a great day.